So I remember when Ecamm first came out, people were wanting to be able to share part of their desktop and have it right up here. Because before we would share our desktop and we would have a picture-in-picture on the Ecamm live broadcast, something very similar to this here, where I'm the picture-in-picture and the keynote or the desktop is down there in the bottom. And so people were wanting a way to switch between the two. And Ecamm Live does have something on here called the little switcher. So we're going to talk about how we can set this up so that potentially maybe you want to do slides in the right side or the left side of the broadcast, where you can swap your desktop for the picture-in-picture, which is kind of neat. But anyways, let's go ahead and I'll show you how I set this up. So I am, right here you can see that I just have the keynote here pulled up, and that's actually on my second monitor. Okay, so that's where I'm going to have the keynotes, and you can see that I didn't even push the play button to make them notes, because this is the way that I was toggling between them. All right. So how do we set this up in Ecamm? Well, I'm going to go ahead and create a brand new scene just so that you can see how I am setting it up so that I can do the swap. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this button up here, which is the Show Desktop. And picture-in-picture needs to be turned on. Okay, so it's turned on by this little square. The next thing that I'm going to do to sort of set things up is I need to choose the either desktop or the application. For me, I'm going to go ahead and choose my secondary display, or my primary display rather. And now you can see that the keynotes is pulling full up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my mouse and I'm going to hover over the center point and just kind of scroll. You can either do that or you can use these plus and minus buttons to zoom in and out. But when you use your mouse scroll and you pick the center point, it will kind of zoom in right there. All right. Now the next thing that I did is I went ahead with this picture-in-picture and I clicked the swap. And that basically swapped the camera, my camera up here, with the desktop that I was sharing. Then you can grow this picture-in-picture here, however you want. And then I just went ahead and did the pan zoom to sort of crop the shot of my front camera, and then just moved me into position utilizing this white square that's in the light. All right. But yeah, that's really it when it comes to sharing your desktop, but you want to swap your picture-in-picture for the desktop. All right. Something to note on here that you are able to zoom in just like you were before using the mouse wheel. But I find it a little easier if you were to do it on this big plane first. It just seems like you have a little bit more control, even though you may not. But I found it a little simpler to get your zoom right here and then do the swap. All right. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. You learned something new. Of course, give us a thumbs up, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. All right. And we'll see you next time.